Hello, welcome back or welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a little bit funny for me because when the title kind of came through, I was like, I don't want to do that. And I'll tell you a funny reason why. I didn't want to, because I hate when, so I talk to ChatGPT a lot, and I'll be like, chat, this is what's happening. What am I not seeing clearly? I know I'm not stuck, but I know I'm waiting for more information to come in. And the response that chat normally gives me is, you're not stuck, you're da-da-da-da. And it drives me effing crazy. Like, I know, I said I wasn't stuck. Like, why are you doing that? So it's just really funny because that's how I felt when I saw this. I'm like, I know I'm not stuck, but I feel like this might be the type of energy you need to hear. Like, you are not stuck. And so I don't know if this is just someone who has a strong personality that you want to fight with me and be like, no, no, B, I am stuck. Or if it's just you're so in your stuckness that the reason this is coming out so forcefully, so to speak, is because because you're so stuck and because it just really needs to come out in that way. So anyhow and anyway, you're not stuck. I know you're not stuck. It's well, I guess, and this is where it has to come in, because the truth is you're not stuck. It is the truth that you're just waiting for the information to come in. And I can already tell you, my response to chat is always emotional, because it's like, yeah, I know what I'm trying to get is the information that leads me to that breakthrough. I get that I'm not stuck, but temporarily you are, right? So anyhow, let's see why you think you're stuck. We're going to get into, typically there's like a belief somewhere in here that is causing you to feel like you're stuck, but you're not actually. Or there could be something an obstacle that is actually blocking you, and we'll figure it out. So, but I guess if there is an obstacle that's blocking you, that's keeping you stuck, this reading is going to open it up for you to find some sort of solution. Because the overall message of this is that you are not stuck. So we have to see why you feel you're stuck if you're actually indeed not stuck, right? All right, so first we have the Six of Swords. So this is the focal point, and it does make sense, right? Because you're transitioning. So it would tell me that you're in this limbo stage of you're not where you used to be, but you're not quite where you're going to be. So there is this kind of feeling of, well, you're stuck in limbo, right? Because you're waiting for the next thing. But a different way to kind of look at that then isn't necessarily that you're stuck. It's like things are recalibrating, right? We can say, hey, it's almost like, okay, you're waiting for the paint to dry. You're not saying, the paint is stuck or that something's wrong because the paint isn't dry. You just have to wait for it in order to do another coat or to, move the furniture back in or something. So it's this in-between phase that you're currently situated in. And it is some sort of transition. Typically, when we're talking the Five of Swords or the Six of Swords, we're coming out of the Five of Swords, which is a little bit of a, can be a little bit of a painful energy. So it's so weird how that came out. Energy. Anyway, but a new dawn is coming. And so it feels like if you have been feeling clouded for a while, you're not going to be for much longer. Because you're already in that limbo stage. You're almost on the other side is what is coming through here. Okay. So Temperance, we have, what's gotten us to this point, right, of moving on and into transitioning. And what's being brought to my attention is this harmonize, right? You altered something. And this could be a profound limiting belief, right? We're talking about, when we're talking about transitioning from the Five of Swords, it is like, in a way, lying to yourself. It's creating these win-lose situations type of a thing. And so there was, in order to get to the Six of Swords, you had to alchemize that. You had to see it for the truth that it was and understand that things needed to change moving forward. And in order for things to change, you had to change. Your actions had to change. The way you thought about things had to change. And again, you're in this limbo state. So maybe you're just like, I don't know what comes next. And that, I love this feeling for you, because it's almost like, of course you don't, because you have never been so free of some of these things that you just released. So it's like you don't have that same cloud hanging over you anymore. Let's see where this is going. We have the Queen of Cups and the Sage. And this really speaks to me about your intuition. Okay, really getting to know yourself. Really understanding your emotions. So maybe this is one of the big things that you alchemized here. You learned how to utilize your emotions, and this is what's transitioning for you. What I'm curious about, well, we'll see, I guess, what's coming in. What I'm curious about is, why are you feeling stuck? If things have changed, why are you still feeling stuck? Are you just worried that you're... Let's see what's coming in for you. You have the Nine of Cups. I overflow. So there is, like, there's this joy. There's this overflow that is coming in for you. This sense of fulfillment. Typically, I reserve the 10 of Cups for the overflow. What did I usually say with the 9 of Cups, though? Oh, 9 of Cups is usually a fulfillment for a single person for me, where the 10 of Cups is a fulfillment for, like, it's an overflow into a network of people. So anyway, with that being said, I feel like you're going to feel like it's an overflow for you, what's wanting to come in. I'm almost wondering if it's relationship related. It could be. If it is relationship related, to say that you're not stuck. It would be about you not, you alchemizing something, like you're not stuck alone. That isn't true. And it would be like you've done some serious work within yourself to transition to yourself to a point where your heart is open to receive. If that is indeed, if that does indeed resonate for you. If that is the part where you're feeling stuck. Let's see what's grounding this energy in. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I complete. Again, it's funny because it kind of goes against, I complete, I kind of reserve again for like the World. However, within this reading, you're standing on this really big change. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is for me. And it is a change in the positive direction. So you're at this precipice of a real big change. But the way I'm seeing it in my mind's eye is that all of these things need to be set up in order for the next to come. It's like you're waiting for it to come in. It's coming in. So it's like in this limbo stage, don't revert back to what you were doing become that sage. Like, you learn so much when you alchemized all of these things. So, like, the goal here is to just keep that focus as you're transitioning. Let's see where the air element is. So there's, I mean, we already talked about this big change with the I wait. There is a big change in your perspective coming. You've put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. I'm sorry, it's not coming. It's what you have already been through. You're uncomfortable right now because there's a pause, because you're waiting to see what's coming next. So it makes sense that that you may feel stuck, but you're not stuck. You're just suspended, so to speak, and waiting for all of, the chips to be laid out. Let's see what the water element is saying. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the creative. I think there's a lot of creativity as it relates to how you alchemize something. Like, you turn something into something. Like trash into treasure. I don't know what it is, but you turn something into something, you alchemize. And it's very creative and it's very intuitive for you. Whatever it is that you're able to alchemize. I want to get clear on I think you see all the details. Which is somehow related to the way in which you're able to change something. Let's see where your actions are. Page of Wands. We got a lot of, it's like there's a lot of fun, right? Now, they are beginners, so it can be a little bit wonky, so to speak. But that's the childlike fun coming in. What does that say on the bottom? The inventor, right? I would say let your actions be childlike right now. While you're waiting for this transition period, while you're waiting to receive the energy, the effect of what you have done, have some fun. Have some fun in the pause. And then finally we have the Seven of Wands. And this is what the sage is sitting on. So I think it's important right now during this period of time for you to hold on. I know this says I defend, but that's not the way this feels for me. This feels like I'm lighting up a path for people. I almost wonder if whatever it is that you just went through, feels like something you can repeat and create something with for other people. Meaning, like like a business thing. This is where it feels, or I'm going with this, is like, it's like, defend where you're going, defend this childlike energy, because it's necessary for you to transition out of this limbo state. I guess what it is like that energy speeds up the process, because instead of you focusing on the uncomfortability of being where you're at, you can focus on just having fun. Make it align fun, right? Not like something that's going to lead you out of alignment elsewhere, but have fun. Dance, sing, I don't know, just do something fun for fun's sake. Do something like this. Or just the energy of this, like playing just because you're playing. And I feel like that's how you're going to defend yourself from going back to the energy that you were in, and allow the other energy to kind of come in a little bit quicker for you. Okie dokie.